Understand the impact of accepting a buyout from your railroad. Welcome everyone to another edition of the Highball Advisors Railroad Retirement Whiteboard. My name's John McNamara of Highball Advisors, and today we're going to be talking about buyouts. Receiving one from the railroad seems to be going around a lot. As the railroad continues to downsize. So let's go over some of the things that you want to keep an eye on when you accept these buyouts, all right? I found three things that I feel are very, very important and really need to be planned for, right? It's just not a yes-no decision. You want to take these other factors in. So obviously the first thing you got to worry about is it's going to stop your Tier 2, right? Tier 2, that second part of the railroad retirement annuity, really the valuable part, I like to say. You're not going to be, it's not going to be accumulating anymore, right? That multiplying effect on there. So once you accept that buyout, you are going to relinquish your job rights, okay? So it's not going to be growing anymore. So that's no additional service months, right? So what you have now is what you're going to get on your Tier 2. So understand what your Tier 2 payment is going to look like in retirement. Is that the right amount? So you want to understand the Tier 2. Second thing you want to understand is the current connection part, right? So assume you're, you accept a buyout. Depending upon where you are in your career, you might go work for somebody else. If it's a non-railroader, right, you're going to lose that current connection. And what does that effect mean? It means the survivor annuity is no longer there because you're now not working for a non-railroad employee. So that's an important part of the buyout, okay? And also remember, you're no longer with the railroad. It starts the current connection clock. So at the end of that 30 months, right, you have to have 12 months of service within 30 months. That's going to start that clock also. So you have to worry about that. Assuming now, if you're retiring, right, you're taking the buyout, I'm retiring, I'm 60 and I have 30 years or whatever, I'm 62 and I have 15 years, whatever it is. If you're retiring, don't worry about the current connection because current connection has nothing to do with your railroad retirement annuity, right? You're collecting your railroad retirement annuity, don't worry about the current connection. Now, let's go to the third one that I've identified, taxes, right? Everybody loves taxes. Taxes, right? So if they say, hey, here's a lump sum of money, this represents 6 months or a year's service, we'll give this to you now, and thanks for your service, but it's time to move on. Well, what that will do is that's going to bump up your tax bracket. So you might go from a 22 or 24% tax bracket, assume a big buyout, and now your marginal rate goes up to 32%, which means you're paying that out a lot higher. So you got to plan for that bump in tax brackets, right? Very, very important. Now, if you're retiring off the buyout, okay, and let's say you're 63 or older, right? You're about to go on Medicare. You're going to have the IRMA, right, risks there, which means when you pay for Medicare, there's going to be that additional Medicare tax, that surcharge. Right, so for 63 and above, they take your last 2 years of income on your 1040s to calculate that. So not only will you be paying your monthly Medicare, Part B and D, they're going to bump it up, put a surcharge on that. So you have to factor that into planning also. So I hope you found these helpful. I found these three things that you want to think about, and obviously there's other things, lifestyle and all that. But these are the three things that that people really don't talk about when they talk about buyouts. But you want to put these in the back of your mind and do the math on them. So I hope you found this helpful. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you get a chance. I appreciate that. Click on the bell for the notifications. That's great. Channel's growing at a good pace. Like to see that. As always, please reach out to me and book your boarding for railroad retirement assessment. It's a great guide, great way to see where you are, see if you're on track. Highly recommended. In the meantime, everyone, please stay safe, stay on track, and take care. So long, everybody.